Ever wondered what really goes through a narcissist's mind during sex? What if I told you it has nothing to do with love, not even attraction? Because to them, it's not about connection, it's about control. Most people see intimacy as sacred, a moment of trust, closeness, and vulnerability. But in the mind of a narcissist, sex is a power move, a performance, a weapon, and sometimes a punishment. You think you're sharing something real, but they're not feeling what you're feeling. Today, we pull back the curtain. These are 11 disturbing thoughts narcissists often have during sex. Thoughts most people never hear, but desperately need to. Let's begin. I own you. When a narcissist sleeps with you, it's not intimacy, it's conquest. Your body becomes proof, a prize, a checkmark. In their twisted mind, sex equals submission, not closeness, not love, just evidence they've claimed you. Once you let them in, they feel like they've won. Once the chase is over, so is the desire. You become another trophy gathering dust. You might remember a moment like this, when everything felt off afterward. You felt used. Like something sacred had been hijacked, but you couldn't explain it. That's how subtle the conquest is. It's invisible until it's over. This is my stage. I need to perform. To them, sex is theater. Not connection, not emotion, just image, ego, optics. While you're focused on closeness, they're silently competing. Am I better than their ex? Did I outperform last time? They watch your face, not to love you, but to read their own reflection. And if you're not clearly impressed, the mask slips. Suddenly, they're cold, distant, maybe even cruel. They'll invent flaws, blame you, tear you down. Because if they're not being worshipped, they feel worthless. And when they feel worthless, they punish. Ever experienced this? Think back. Did they pull away after sex and suddenly go cold? You should be grateful I'm even doing this. Narcissists see sex as a gift they're giving you. They believe you owe them gratitude, even if they cheat, even if they're cold or disinterested. They rewrite in their mind as, I don't do this for just anyone. So if you don't act starstruck, if you're not submissive enough, they take it personally. Later, they'll use it against you, withdraw affection, guilt trip you, even cheat, and somehow make it your fault. Now let's go deeper, because this next thought, it's the one that leaves the deepest scars. Your only job is to please me. With a narcissist, your needs don't matter. Sex isn't mutual, it's service. Even when they act attentive, it's calculated, a tactic to get you hooked. If you express a preference or ask for something different, they might shut you down, mock you, humiliate you. They don't want a partner, they want a puppet, passive, quiet, obedient. I control your reactions. Narcissists don't just want your body, they want to choreograph your pleasure, your submission, your surrender. They don't care how you feel, only that they can make you respond. Even after a fight, when most people need space, they may demand sex, not to reconnect, but to re-establish dominance. They'll watch your face, not with empathy, but with obsession. They love knowing they can make you give in, even when you don't want to. That's not passion, that's psychological control. This moment is leverage. To a narcissist, nothing is sacred, not even your most vulnerable moments. If they go out of their way to please you, it's not affection, it's ammunition. A setup for future guilt. Later, when you set a boundary or say no, they'll throw it in your face. After everything I've done for you, you should be grateful. They don't create intimacy, they collect leverage. Maybe one night, they went out of their way to make you feel good, lit candles, said all the right things. For a second, you thought, maybe they really care. But later, when you tried to say no to something, suddenly that night became a debt. After everything I did for you, they weren't showing love, they were setting the trap. You're replaceable. Even when they're with you, they're not with you. They're fantasizing, comparing, measuring you against past partners, future targets, maybe even people who don't exist. Their body is present, but their mind is gone. That coldness you feel, it's real. They're already detaching, already scanning for the next supply. Because in their world, no one is special. Everyone is replaceable. You're lying next to them, but something feels off. They're present, but vacant. And later, you find their browser open to old exes, dating profiles, models they swore meant nothing. You ask what's wrong, they say nothing. But you already know, you're not the only one in their mind. You never were. I'll use your secrets against you. Narcissists pay attention, but not to connect, to collect. Every confession, every trauma, every insecure whisper you share in trust, they'll file it away, not to protect you, but to use it. Later, they'll weaponize it, shame you for your desires, mock your boundaries, even recreate your past abuse, just to watch you squirm. If you've ever thought, I told them this in confidence, and they used it to hurt me, you're not imagining things. It's part of their playbook. You once opened up to them about your trauma, something you'd never told anyone. You trusted them. And one day, during a fight, they said the exact same thing your abuser once said to you, word for word, smirking, calm. You froze. How could they weaponize what shattered you? Because to them, pain is power, and you just handed them the blueprint. This doesn't make us closer. You think sex will bring you closer, that it will heal the cracks, reconnect you, soften them. But the warmth you feel, it's a performance, temporary, strategic. Because afterward, they pull away. They go cold, act like nothing happened. And you're left blaming yourself. Did I do something wrong? No, you didn't. They were never trying to bond. They were trying to bind. With control, not connection. Now that I got what I wanted, I'm done. Most people want closeness after sex. Narcissists want space, distance, power. Once they've gotten what they wanted, they feel suffocated. They'll pull away, go silent, maybe even start a fight. Why? Because the goal was never connection, it was victory. And once they've won, you're no longer useful. You're not a person to them, you're a role. And once the role is played, the scene ends. No encore, no warmth, just withdrawal. If you leave me, I'll make you regret it. You'll never find someone like me. No one will love you like I did. They use your most vulnerable moments to trap you, because in their mind, you were never a partner. You were property, and property doesn't get to walk away. You finally walked away, blocked them, started healing. But then, a message pops up from a new number, thinking about you. A voice memo, your favorite song, a photo only the two of you shared. Your heart stumbles. For a second, you wonder, was any of it real? But it's not love, it's bait. And if you answer, you're back in the trap. Because they don't miss you, they miss controlling you. If any of this sounds familiar, you're not being dramatic. You're not too sensitive. You're waking up. And once you see the truth, you can start to break free. You deserve clarity. You deserve peace. You deserve real love. So here's a small action you can take today. Write a private letter to yourself. Not for anyone else to read, just for you. Describe what you went through, what it felt like, what it stole from you. Then, in the same letter, write what you're reclaiming now. Your boundaries, your worth, your voice. The act of writing is more powerful than you think. And if this video helped you see things more clearly, drop a comment below. What signs have you lived through? Don't forget to subscribe. More truth bombs are coming your way. Let's keep healing. Let's stop mistaking control for love. And this time, let's do it on our terms.